Hello, this is episode 9 of the Dark Elves, and we are in the middle of a winter wonderland apparently. Yes, we have finally connected our empire through this minor route here, thankfully, which means we don't have to settle any more regions. We can now completely focus ourselves on actual conquest. So, yeah, this is our main army. And I really want to apologize for the bad quality in previous videos. I have no idea why that happened. Yeah, it may have something to do with my recording settings. I don't know, maybe or maybe I tried to edit the video. It came out rather badly. Maybe I should use something other than Windows Movie Maker. I'm not sure. All right. So we have this main army, and we wanted to move these guys back to defend one of my cities. I don't know. Do we want to defend Almed or? Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe we should defend Almed. Yeah, we're gonna send you guys to Almed here, and. Alright, there they go. And I believe I had one more. Okay, where did I want to send these guys? Oh, you two are going to Ahmed, alright. I think there was a select unit out there somewhere. I'm also gonna, I'm gonna search for that select guy. We're about to send him to explore and identify the red faction. There you are. Alright, so you already moved. Okay, so it looks like we have nothing to do other than to check out our cities just to see if they have, if there's anything they haven't built yet. Also, we can build the National Museum at this point. Again, I would most likely gonna build these in the largest cities we have. Oh, I'm gonna control the food income for this city as well. Alright. It's kind of weird. I moved this one worker from the industry into food, and the number of turns actually decreased. I don't understand how this works. Alright, so we're just gonna move them back into food there. Then move them back here. Oh, okay, so keep it like that. Can we rush something? It's actually pretty cheap to rush this. Nah, I'm just gonna keep the money. We are currently making 1,606 dust per turn, which is interesting. I do want to solve this city, by the way. I believe there were some Titan bones not yet completed out there somewhere. Oh, there's a hydromial extractor. Alright, we're gonna build a hydromial extractor over this. There we go. Is there anything else we can build here? There is nothing here. I believe there was a city down there. There it is. Dust Orchid, Hydromial. Yes, we're gonna have a bunch of Dust Orchid and Hydromial all over the place. Excellent. There's a Palladium we can build here. Oh, we're gonna get that Palladium. What else? We have... There's a Blood Crystal somewhere. Can't see the Blood Crystal. Yeah, there it is. The Blood Crystal will increase your attack by... yeah, I think it works by increasing your the attack of all your actual units by 20% or something like that. Yeah, it's an amazing luxury resource. I really like it. Alright, so we have access to spices as well. Let's see, how much spice income do we actually have? 27. We're making 6 spices per turn. It will give us 50% more food, which is amazing, by the way. You know, more food for all our cities means we're gonna have a very large population, and that is generally our our general approach to this game. We are playing wide after all. Alright, we're just gonna end the turn for now because there's nothing more we can do. Let's see, what sort of heroes do we have. Yeah, the hero list has not been upgraded yet. Look for Ahoti Zoltana by searching the ancient site of unspoiled ruins. Alright. So we've completed both quests, that is excellent. And we've increased our... You know what, I'm gonna try to search for that ruin first. Where is that ruin? I don't know. The faction quest. I think at some point, yeah, we're gonna get this free hero when we search this ruin. We're gonna get a hero called Ahoti Zoltana, I think. So I think we're gonna once we search this ruin, I think we will be attacked by someone or something. We might be attacked by actual troops. So it looks like we're gonna have to build a few more units. Well, we're just gonna go with these simple units there. The car rangers. They cost 1,450 to build. It's a little bit too much. I would like to build some dreads because they have a fairly high initiative, and if we give them more last steel equipment, they actually become really amazing. Alright, so this is the two-handed hammer. I just want to see which one will give them more initiative. The two-handed hammer or the one-handed hammer. Alright, so this one is 38. This one goes for 40, so it looks like I'm gonna go with this one. Although the one-handed glass steel hammer, it gives them more defense. I'm not sure if I want more defense for them or yeah, much more defense for the one-handed hammer. Yeah, but this one gives them more attack and more damage. Okay, I'm pretty sure our defense is currently terrible for all our units. So I'm not sure if it's wise to give our melee units very low defense. I'm actually gonna focus on the one-handed this time around. They still have the stun, which is nice. How much? Yeah, this one has stun level 4. 40% chance to stun the target for 2 rounds. So yeah, the chance of stunning with the two-handed hammer is 40%. This one is only 30%. It's not that bad actually. Yeah, doesn't make much of a difference. So I think I'm gonna go with this one for the time being, and then we will give them the glass steel boots. Yeah. Sorry, it's the dust boots, the iron armor, the helmet. Alright, it's fine. A little bit more health, and finally, we're gonna give them something to improve their health. How about some regeneration? That's good. And this, of course. Excellent. I'm not sure if they're going to be strong enough to deal with other range units or even other melee units, but yeah, their defense is quite high actually, so this is fine. And they do have a decent amount of initiative, I think. It's the reason why I want to increase their initiative is so that they can attack early. And if the strategy used when fighting with the dwarves, these delvers, is to attack first and stun your enemy as soon as possible. That's their That is their main strategy when fighting with them. Alright, as soon as we're done with this, yeah, this dust orchid is gonna take a long time to complete. Okay, we're gonna rush this. We wanna be done with it as soon as possible. Then we're gonna build another Tikar Ranger. It's gonna take 10 turns to build this thing. Holy crap! Alright, we have very low industry in this city, probably because of John Port. Yeah, he's not a Wild Walker hero, so I don't think he's the best. Alright, so it's gonna take 9 turns for this guy to complete the Dakar Rangers. Okay, so the more industry workers we add, the faster it becomes. Alright, just forget about this. We're just gonna go continue to build them in Giant instead. Yeah, we have a Wild Walker here though. There, he's just perfect for the job. Yeah, rushing any of these buildings is going to be extremely expensive, so we're not even going to try. Do we want more science or do we want more attack? Yeah, let's go for the 20% unit reduction. 20% unit industry cost reduction. Excellent, that's exactly what we want. Do we want more dust, perhaps? Or more science? Let's go for the... Actually, we can't afford any more ranks from this, unless we remove the military policy. So I'm actually gonna go for the extra dust as far as I can take it. Maybe here, yeah. Okay, this is good, I guess. A little bit of dust, a little bit of science everywhere, because we really do need the 20% unit cost reduction, because we are gonna build a larger army in this region, so that we can probably attack the red faction in the next 10-20 turns maybe. Yeah, we should focus our efforts on that. So we absolutely need a larger army. because I do think they are currently the strongest faction, and they will be our biggest competitor. They have been conquering other factions just like we have been. They've been attacking and conquering them regularly. Alright. Okay, so they don't have any other province here, which means we can go back to the west, and we're gonna capture this city. I think this is one of their armies, actually, so yeah. Good timing. We're gonna send you guys over to Almed just in case. Alright, now we're gonna control the Stelex unit. Alright, I can't see where their actual city is. I'm afraid that if I send my Stelex unit into their territory, they might attack me, which is not pleasant. So yeah, I'm just gonna end the turn for now. Alright, we have advanced to Era 5, which means we're actually getting closer to the science victory. Yes, the Age of Heroes, Era 5. And we've completed the native district. Yeah, we're gonna complete the Imperial funding in 2 turns. That is just ridiculous. I mean, we're making a buttload of science for some reason. 2 turns to complete this? I don't understand. We don't have that much of a high science income, but it's pretty good actually. Anyways, we're gonna assimilate the. Right, let's go with the Kazanji. There you go. More influence. Okay, so we need just one more turn before we can activate the wine, because our approval has plummeted. Yeah, the wine was holding up a lot of slack. A lot of our approval was held up by the wine only, and a bunch of other resources. And we need 75 of each in order to activate them. Hopefully we should be able to activate gold. Yeah, we should be able to activate all of them next turn. That's amazing. Yeah, all of the one that matters. You know, wine, spice, no, wine, gold, and dye. Yeah, these are the ones we have been activating regularly. Alright, let's see the population improvements here. Since winter is still active, alright, this should be satisfactory. Alright, looks like there's a cliff here. Yeah, I just want to make sure that the actual victory condition that we were going for, which is supremacy, yeah, the number hasn't changed. It's still at 1, even though we own 3 capitals. I'm hoping this is a visual bug, because I am going to go for the supremacy victory. I'm going to try to capture as many capitals as I can. In theory, we need just 1 more before we are able to, win that supremacy victory condition. Alright, so you guys have arrived at the city. We're gonna hide in there. Good. Okay, there's a fair bit of industry going on here. Okay, we're gonna activate the wine next turn. Hopefully all these approval problems are gonna be solved. Oh, and we want to search this ruin as well. Yeah, let's do that next turn. 12 factories complete. I think we can, yeah, we're gonna construct the pixie plot there. What city is this? Yes, Turol. It's one of our first major cities, actually. First city we ever captured. Advanced Alchemy Lab. Yeah, our industry is just horrible. In fact, we're gonna build 1 more district right here. Hopefully our approval is going to start to increase gradually. In fact, at this point we need more industry than anything else. Yeah. Population of Relia has increased, which is nice. Yeah, this city is actually doing quite fine, really. Alright, where do we send you? I'm not sure where their city is right now, so I'm just gonna go and explore. maybe if I unassign him, I want to fix this movement point problem. Yeah, he's supposed to have winter immunity, so he should be moving at normal speed. I'm gonna unassign him for now, and then reassign him. Hopefully this will work. It did not work. Yeah. So this is a huge bug. Winter immunity not working. It's starting to get a little annoying, especially at this point. You know, very late in the game, and we're getting rather close to the eternal winter. Okay, we're gonna have to risk moving this guy out. I think we already met them. Oh, these are other wild walkers. Interesting. They're mildly jealous. Yeah, if we see them, you know, pitying, if they start pitying us, if you see there in their description, yeah, if this says pitying or something like that, it means they're actually stronger than we are. Exhausted. War fatigue, yeah, they've been, they're tired of war. In fact, I think they want peace at some point, but I'm not gonna give them peace, actually. I'm just gonna move my Stilix unit back here. Alright, one of my cities gains an extra population, yeah, really. We want more industry, yeah, I'll just leave it the way it is. That once that district is complete, it should gain even more industry. There we go. A bunch of stuff has been completed, that is excellent. Pure funding. Whew, boy, are we making a lot of science. Let's see our actual science income. It's 1,689. Yeah. Ridiculously high. In fact, we don't need that much. I think at this point we need more industry. Yeah, let's go for the production line. What else do we want? I guess more army improvements. Yeah, the army improvements at this point kind of make sense, actually. We could, just before we attack the wild walkers, the red wild walkers, we will research the armies. Yeah, the signal corps plus 2 army size, so we can get all the way up to 10 armies, and 20% defense is actually pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna go for that. Plus 3 food per citizen, plus 3 training with food. Yeah, the fertilizer and the hothouse is actually quite fine. Although this one is slightly more powerful. The refrigeration plant is just amazing. You know what? I'm gonna go for the terrain improvement instead. Yeah, let's go for this nutrition chemistry. Yeah, this one is a good improvement. And finally, rare metal foundry, just in case we, you know, that extra metal might actually be useful. We can sell it and stuff like that. The 2 army slots eventually. Yeah, we should be able to reach Era 6 really quickly, actually. So, just in case we get there fast, we're gonna grab these 2 science researches, and that's it. In preparation for, you know, difference engine and dust-driven distillery, yeah, once we start researching these, we're gonna need a lot of science for them. Alright, so we can activate the emeralds, as well as the gold. Wine. Alright, our happiness is rather acceptable, and of course the dye. Oh dear god, this movement is atrocious. Ah, okay. Aya's arm, which is a sword, I believe. I'm not sure if any of our heroes can equip this thing. It has to be an infantry hero. So the only hero which can actually equip that special weapon is the Broken Lord hero in our capital. This guy. Yeah, I think he's the only one who can equip this thing. Where is it? How much does it cost? Alright, so it's a glass steel weapon apparently. It's 2-handed. Let's see how it looks like. And it looks pretty cool actually. So which one is better? This or the 2-handed tier 2 dust sword? Yeah, the dust sword is actually better. Which is kind of weird. Oh, but this one has actually more initiative. So what do we want? We want more initiative or more everything else? Yeah, this one is way better. It has more damage, more attack, more everything. But we're not going to use it because this is going to be a governor hero. He's not going to attack or, you know, defend any of our cities. He's just going to hang around the capital. Are we going to build the Adamantium now? because I don't have any. Barely have any, especially adamantium, and we're gonna need it for the eventually in order to build more improvements. Yeah, Vector is surprisingly underdeveloped. Which other improvements do we want? Yeah, very underdeveloped. I think we need to bring back the Wild Walker hero we had here previously. Alright, so there's a district right there. We're gonna build another district on top of the chromatic land. And it only costs like 1,000 dust to rush this thing. Alright, we're actually gonna rush this just this time. We want more industry in the city. Absolutely need more. In fact, I'm quite confident moving them back into industry at this point. Yeah, we should probably do this. Alright, you can go back home. I'm gonna try to blow through the turns for the time being because I really want to finish this. You know, finish off the Ardent Mages, and this would have been much quicker if not for this bug. Seriously. You know, maybe I should grab maybe I should grab the level 3 of Empire Expansion. Yeah, this will give us +4 movement points. And I don't think it's gonna help much. I mean, we're probably gonna gain like 2 movement points. The winter problem's still gonna kick in. Oh, alright. Yeah, this is actually a very crippling bug. I'm surprised. It's even much worse than the science uncancelable researches. You know that bug where you click on one of the science researches and you want one of the technologies and you can't cancel it, you can't take it back. Yeah, this one is much more annoying. The movement crippling is just ridiculous. And I've actually posted this on the forums before. Okay, so what do we have here? To rush this thing? I'm actually very tempted to rush it. Maybe we don't have to. The Imperial funding. Wow, it takes 13 turns to build this thing. I thought we were supposed to be playing like high industry or something. Yeah, like we're supposed to be Wild Walkers, right? We're supposed to have these all this high industry. So what's going on? We're gonna grab more food then. So we just finished off Turon. Let's go for Randair. Alright, this is one of our most promising cities. I think they deserve to have a little bit more industry. Actually, they don't need that more industry, so we're just gonna... What do we want to give them? The National Museum? Yeah, let's do that. And of course the... Another Boar Street? It's fine, I guess. Actually, what we need right now is more Dust Orchid. Yes, Dust Orchid is gonna be very useful for us. In fact, I'm gonna rush this. And eventually we can grab the adamantium. Merwan is one of our poor cities out there. We're gonna build another district right there. And then, how about the hydromatics? No, I don't think so. Yeah, actually none of these improvements make any sense. So we're just gonna keep the city the way it is. Maybe a few more watchtowers? Yeah, let's go for the watchtowers. I believe I have a quest which is telling me to colonize the region of Methanir, but I'm just gonna ignore that quest for now. Oof, thank God, summer is back. Dear God, if anybody has any advice as to how I'm gonna deal with this cold operator nonsense, like how am I gonna get rid of this really annoying winter bug, please tell me, please leave a comment. You know, I desperately need your advice about this, because I'm at my wit's end. I have no more ideas. Okay, I'm gonna go for the thrifty because it looks like this guy is gonna be in charge of our main army. So we're gonna grab siege mentality for the time being, and then we're gonna follow up with the thrifty trait. Another hero gained an actual level, which is nice. We're gonna go for 15% influence. Frozen times, yeah, let's go with this guy. Can we buy more heroes? I think we should be able to. Alright, we have this. This guy has an influence boost and a food boost. Sounds promising. He does have this. This is weird. He has 1 point wasted in irrigation. You know, this irrigation expert thing, and defensive tactician. So yeah, but he has 2 boosts, which is pretty cool actually. And he has 1 skill point left, which means we can grab the narrative master. Prevents the army from being attacked by roaming armies. I'm not sure if that's actually helpful. Well, most of his skills are not actually as useful as you think. He only gives bonuses to food and a little bit of influence. Yeah, his governor traits are not as useful as I thought. So we might actually want to grab one of the roaming clans. Nah. Yeah, none of these heroes will actually boost our... Ooh, this guy has a science boost. And he has 1 skill point wasted on exploration. Yeah, we're gonna ignore the heroes for now, and hopefully in 4 turns or 6 turns, this list is gonna update or something. Yeah, it's gonna refresh. We gain a new selection of heroes. We can, you know, buy them. All right, as soon as I find their city, I'm actually gonna slaughter these guys. Where are they? This region is huge. I mean, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna search for their last city in the north first. Just get rid of this region. There we go, Ishimlor. Get 150 dust, which is not really helpful. All right. Yeah, this is one of those cities that I'm definitely gonna raise. You see, it's like only 3 population. Probably has no improvements whatsoever. Right next to Rhino. I'm actually gonna have to remove this. Let's try and getting rid of the. Yeah, let's get rid of the food improvements there. We don't really need it. Destroy this. Yeah, destroy it. We don't want to handle the extra, all the extra upkeep. We might as well, you know, get rid of it. It's going to take 30 turns to build that dust refinery. By then we'll probably be able to salt the earth. Yeah, we're going to wait for that to happen. Alright, so we finally have full control over Almed and the city of Shorel. Good. The former large capitals of the Ardent Mages. So what are we going to build here? More districts, I suppose? Probably makes sense. So which direction are we going to expand? I think we're going to expand to the south, to the... yeah. We're just going to shove a district right there. It costs around 1,001 to rush, which we don't really need right now. I'm just going to ignore this. Ooh, they have an actual army down there. Holy crap, okay. I should probably send some troops to reinforce this region. Or maybe we can just build... yeah, we can build a Dakai Ranger and have him reinforce our troops. Yeah, we can rush this guy. There we go. Although I have a faint suspicion that they're actually trying to go for the... okay, we should probably be able to kill them with like 3 units. Oh no, they're more powerful than I expected. Alright, this is going to be a problem. I did not even see them. It would be nice to have like a notification that a roaming army is right within your territory. Then again, maybe I can kill them. Yeah, let's give it a try. Hopefully we'll be reinforced by like 2 militia cities. Yes, we'll be reinforced by 2 militia. That is excellent. I doubt that they will be effective, but at least they can like soak up some damage, I suppose. Yeah, they will be arriving right there, which is just perfect. We're gonna leave those units all the way up here. So how much movement speed do they have? They have like 2 movement speed. That is good. They're not very well upgraded, I think. I'm not sure if this unit can actually strike all the way there. Yeah, so this is probably better. We're gonna start aiming for this guy in the front. Excellent. And you guys can just do whatever you want, I suppose. Yeah, you're just gonna move here, and you are gonna move right next to him. Excellent. It's gonna take them a while for them. It's gonna take a while for them to arrive, so we should be able to. What the hell? Oh yes, they don't have an actual hero in their army, so yeah, they don't have the extra range. I suppose that's the problem. But I don't know why they decided to block off the movement of the militia. Like, yeah, the AI is incredibly stupid. More militia are arriving. That is nice. Are you guys gonna be moving right there? Just stay where you are, okay? You can attack next, and the rest of you guys can do whatever you want. The rest of those militia, I don't care what they do. Let them die, whatever. They have very low initiative anyway. Good. What the hell? Why don't you attack? You could have attacked these guys. Holy crap. Alright. Not much damage. Alright, that's kind of better, I suppose. At least they're not dealing any more critical attacks, any more counter attacks, I suppose, which is nice. Alright. Okay, looks like most of the damage dealing is going to be done by the Wild Walker units. So, yeah. My archers is going to be the main damage dealers in this battle. Alright, one more down. I'm actually impressed. They haven't dealt much damage to my militia units, or even indeed my rangers. My rangers are fine. They're doing really well. All right. Ooh, even in their counter attacks, they can deal the sweep strike back. Yeah, they have the steel sweep strike back ability. I think one of them is gonna die. Yeah, definitely. Or even maybe even two of them are gonna die. Alright. Yes, this guy's gonna die, definitely. If only I can... If it would be nice if I could control the equipment of my militia. Like right now they have Cavalry Slayer. What if I can give them Infantry Slayer? For example, if I am gonna deal with actual infantry units. That would have been nice, actually. Anyways, we're probably gonna kill this guy next turn, so it doesn't matter. There we go. And the roaming army is destroyed. And these militia, they're gonna be replaced eventually, so I'm not really worried about losing any of them. It's the rangers that matter. Excellent. The militia actually gained the level. For whatever that's worth. I mean, it could be useful, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, so you guys are gonna move back into the city, and you're gonna gain one more just to defend this region. It's a good thing I decided to leave these guys in this city. I just had a funny feeling that yeah, I'm gonna get attacked by the Ardent Mages at some point. Now we're gonna send you back. All right, we're gonna build a bunch of lookout towers, whatever. It's gonna take one turn. That's nice. Is there anything else we can build? I feel like we should be building another Imperial Funding Office. Yeah, let's do that. The extra science is always nice. And I think there's a... Yeah, this should be a cargo dock or a cargo port somewhere in there. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like it gives a clicking sound whenever it's there. Alright. This region is just full of ice wards. It has not been cleaned up yet. I don't have to worry about them too much anyway. Alright, the Borers Guild. +3 on terrain with industry, +1 strategic resource. Okay. I think I'm gonna start selling off the titanium. Yeah, that's a little bit too much titanium. We don't need all that much. Alright, we're gonna sell like 400 of them. Like I was talking about conserving them just in case we ran into the later improvements that require a lot of titanium, but yeah, at this point we don't need it. We've built pretty much all of these improvements. The glass steel though, it's a little bit more rare. We actually need to have like 500 of these, or maybe 400, yeah. Alright, it's fine. We get a bunch of dust from this transaction. We have 22,000 dust, I believe. Excellent. We can use it to buy the a little bit more... Yeah, do we have spices? Yeah, spices is not actually active at the time, but we should be able to activate it next turn because we are making 6 spices per turn. The same goes for the blood crystal, I believe. Yeah, we should be able to activate them later on. We're making a lot of luxuries, so this shouldn't be a problem. Dust orchid income is not as good as I want. We could buy one of the cheaper resources, I suppose. We could buy some wine. because we are starting to run out of wine. So yeah, it would be nice to have this. It's not very expensive anyway. Alright, this should be enough. A few spices, even though we're making a buttload of spices anyway. Do we have any red tang? We have some quicksilver. We're making an income of 2. Do we want quicksilver? Yeah, let's buy some quicksilver. Why not? How much more do we need? We need like 50, I think. Yeah, we should get some 50. Alright, that's a little too much. It's enough. Alright, let's attack the city of Shimlor. We're gonna raise the city as soon as we can. There we go. We're just gonna auto-combat this guy. And he's destroyed. Lovely. We actually got 0 experience from that battle. That unit was so pathetic, we didn't even gain a lot of experience from it. Do we want to search that ruin? Yeah, what the hell, let's do it. There's a lot of ruins in this region, so 150 dust. At least give me like 1 quest, for God's sake, just 1 quest. Whoa, there's a lot of ruins here. Alright, alright, a little bit of science will be fine. Maybe we should build the Empire Mint. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste time in the city whatsoever. Just get me some dust, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. What else? Okay. I can actually rush a few buildings in this region. Why am I shouldn't be wasting time, waiting for them to build. I'm just gonna use all that dust, which I acquired by selling stuff. Alright, more science, please. That's just what we need. Actually. Yeah, I should probably go for this, because, yeah, if I grab the fire starter, I gain more science, but I will not gain access to the inspirational leader. I need to get to this thing from the bottom. Oddly enough. Okay, this is... we don't really need the attack on this hero, but what can I do? I just need the cold operator. I need the extra... the winter immunity. Even though it doesn't appear to be working for some reason. But I just have to go for it. I mean, we don't have any other choice. Automated... Alright, let's get the automated production. And the National Museum, because it looks like this city is actually going to be one of my larger cities. We're going to rush this. Oh yeah, we have the money for it, I don't care. Alright, let's rush some other stuff from the other cities. Alright, so we're going to build this right here. We're going to rush this as well. Imperial funding will be fine. The automated thingy, whatever that is. Ooh, it costs 2,299. That's a little too much. We're starting to run out of industry in the city, so yeah, this is going to be a problem. There's a district there. There's a city center right in the middle. Alright, so we're going to build a district. Where do we want to build that district? Yeah, sure, let's build it right here. We're going to rush that as well. So we're going to leave the cargo docks for the time being. I think we're making plenty of dust. We don't need that much dust workers anymore. Yeah, we can hire them back into food. We don't need that much industry either. Alright, we're going to rush this thing. Then we're going to buy the automated industry thingy. Followed by... oh hey, there's a hydromet extractor. Alright, I'm going to rush that as well. Because why not? Oh shit, I bought the wrong improvement. Alright, we're gonna rush these 2 hydromules there. Okay, we still have 14,000 dust. I spent a little too much rushing that improvement by mistake, but it's worth it. We're gonna brush the Wall Street as well. What do we have here? We built the... yeah, there's another space for another borough there. Alright, we're gonna build this. It can be easily rushed. There we go. $180 dust. I don't feel like we're gaining enough. We're not getting a lot of bonuses from these ruins. Maybe it's because we don't have the research that will give us the extra bonuses from the ruins. You know this one? I'm not sure if having the search party technology researched will affect whether or not you gain actual quests from the ruins or not. I hope it doesn't have any effect, but can't be sure. I need to ask one of the experts. Alright, more dust orchid please, that's fine. Oh, this is actually one of the cities we don't want. Okay. Oh hey, I actually forgot to use the blood crystal, especially since we are at war. Okay, so the production line is complete. 3 turns to do everything. Yeah, I think our science is currently a little overpowered. We're gonna grab the spices to increase our food income. And once we come in contact with the enemy, we're gonna activate the blood crystal. This will help us really well in our war effort. I think it will give my unit an increased chance for critical hits and stuff like that. Yeah, they will become really powerful. We already have like I don't know, like 20% attack bonus from our racial traits. So if we gain like even another 20%, we're gonna be ridiculous. I mean, look at this. The current number is 170, so 20% more to 170. Yeah, it's amazing. Alright, we're gonna be able to raise Urino next. I think in the next 2 turns, this city should be under our control. We're gonna remove it completely and send that settler in order to fulfill that quest. Yeah, we're gonna colonize the region of Mathnir finally. Greetings, let's see if our empires can live together in harmony. Show location, where the hell are you guys? Yeah, where are they? They might be nearby. If they're really close, I think I would like to conquer their capital. I wonder if my army can pull it off. I'm pretty sure they have a lot of military units under their control, so it might actually be more difficult than I think. Yeah, because you know the cultists, they have a very strong capital, they have a very strong one city, basically, but they're gonna have a lot of armies to defend it. So it might be interesting to find out maybe if they're still alive at all. Alright, so I want to go all the way up there. No, thank you. I'm going to ignore this quest for now. I want to focus more on the Ardent Mages right now. I just want to kick their asses. Where's their city? It should be hidden down there somewhere. Alright, so we came across the Urses, and they have another city here. Okay, so they have 2 provinces under their control. Okay, it's going to take longer than I expected, and they have an army right there. That's interesting. They're still making armies, oddly enough. I don't want to get too close, because these armies are actually going to reinforce each other. You can see here they have 4 units inside the city, so if I attack anyone, they're going to reinforce each other. On the other hand, if they attack me, they're probably still going to gain that reinforcement, so it's going to be an interesting battle. I just hope they don't have a hero under their control, because that would be really bad. Alright, let's see here. Ingoloth. So we have what appears to be, yeah, we're gonna build a burrow right on top of this. And then we're gonna go for the production, I guess. Not sure how much does this thing cost to buy out. Actually, I'm gonna buy the dust refinery for now, but this is actually cheaper to build. We're gonna buy this. Since we're gonna have access to the sea in the next turn, I believe that's gonna be the case. Alright, we're gonna wait for the city to develop itself a little while longer. Oh, we can build the pole factory as well. That's cool. Ooh, there's a lot of luxuries here. A lot of luxuries. Yeah, hydromiel extractor, all over the place. Yeah, just get that hydromiel. What else do we have? We have some adamantium, I think, over there. Yeah, there's adamantium here. We're gonna buy it. In fact, I think I wanna rush the. I'm gonna rush the pixie blood because we don't have a lot of pixie blood anyway, and then we're gonna rush the one of the hydromules. Yeah. Alright, we've rushed a lot of stuff here. I think it's worth it just to buy a hero and place him in that city. What do we have here? We have alright, Ozik that's chosen. These guys are usually quite useful. Unfortunately, he has 2 skill points wasted here. Okay. How about the science boost? Let's grab one of those Ardent Mages hero with a science boost. Alright, so she has 2 skill points in Renaissance Thinker. I actually want to buy this hero. Yeah, let's go for it. Yes, she's the one. There we go. And we're gonna shove you into Ingulath. They're making a half-decent amount of science, I suppose. Even though this is not a strictly scientific city, but you should be fine. There you go. We're gonna give you that skill point now. 2 science on training with anomaly is fine. I think we have like 3 anomalies here, or 2. Yeah, we probably have like 2 anomalies here. It's not much, but it's fine. What else do we want to go for? Yeah, oh yeah, we should give you some extra items. So science, and yes, that's it. Science and dust. We don't need that much food right now. We actually need more industry, I believe. Yes, that's much better. So we're taking care of domestic issues as well as the. Alright, so this guy gained a level. You want to go for inspiration leader? Yeah, let's go for the inspiration leader. Why not? Yeah, we're taking care of domestic issues and the army management. Okay, so there was an army here somewhere. I don't find. Oh, there they are. All right. I hope we can attack them without, getting reinforcements from these cities. But first things first. We're gonna remove Urino completely. Where can we salt the earth? I think it's gonna take 1 turn to salt the earth. Yes. So we're gonna remove all these. Resources will not be funded. I don't care. Just remove this. Close. Yeah, whatever happens, happens. Alright, so they did not receive any reinforcements. And, ooh, they have 131 attack, 114 defense. They're almost as powerful as I am. But they will never be as powerful as I am. They have actually 114 defense, which is a little bit... I'm a little bit worried about that, but yeah, we should be fine. We'll be fine. I have no idea how they got all that defense. And their movement speed is 2, so yeah, we should be able to defend ourselves quite effectively. Now, well, there's one problem. They can actually reach my troops in 1 turn, which is yeah, that could be a problem. I'm gonna have to move my troops out of the way. Yeah, we're gonna move you all the way up here. Maybe even here. And we could end up kiting them eventually. I'm not sure if you can reach from all the way there. Yeah, you should probably go to the front. There's a forest there in the middle, so you should be able to defend yourself. Alright, this particular archer is gonna be trapped. So yeah. Alright, this should be fine. I think we're gonna have to focus them down this time around because yeah, they are actually more powerful than I expected. Yeah, you guys are gonna focus down the guy in the front there, and you two are gonna focus the guy in the front. Yeah, it's a little bit too far. After they kill the guy in the front, whatever happens, happens, I suppose. And we still have more initiative than them, so yeah, that's gonna work fine. Let's see how much damage we actually deal. Oh, it's gonna be more than fine. Critical hits like 329 damage. Excellent. We can easily kill them. Why am I worried? Why am I even worried? I feel like they have really high defense, but they're not getting the benefit of that defense. The defense stat is just not working for them. This is weird. Yeah, ranged units are clearly overpowered. If, you know, we can kill them with like 2 hits. Holy crap, they have 166 defense and they're not gaining the benefit of that defense. I don't understand. Maybe it's because we have such a high attack. Yeah, that may be the case. Yeah, I think the reason why we can penetrate their defense is because we have such high attack. I mean, that's the only reason I can think of. Whew. Wow, yeah, so the attack stat is sometimes even more useful than defense. We gain 64 experience points just like that. We didn't even make an effort. We just killed them from the first turn. How is that fair, for God's sake? Alright, so there's no one there. We're gonna move you guys all the way here. Hopefully they don't have any more troops in their region. Alright, we're gonna siege this. And in the next turn, I think we should be able to take care of it. Yeah, in the next 2 turns, I suppose. Randy has gained a level. We can build another borough. Alright. I'm going to build it right here, so this district can gain another level. There we go. I could rush this, but I don't think I want to. Actually, I do. I have plenty of dust. Let's just rush this sucker. Alright, we gain more food. I think this city desperately needs more food. My Brandy has been improved. Is there any city out there that requires some assistance? Turol is kind of going through some trouble here. A little bit of industry would be nice. Yeah, even more industry. And yeah, we don't have any more adamantium, which means we cannot build this improvements. Yeah, which we don't really need it anyway. Do we have any luxury resources in this region? We don't. Do we have any other luxury resources that we have not activated? Oh yeah, that's good. Let's activate the blood crystal. This should be really awesome. We're gonna get a bunch of attack this way. Alright, next turn is gonna be a slaughterhouse. We can easily slaughter these guys. There we go. I think the blood crystal is a bit of an overkill. We have 239 attack and 229 damage. Let's see our hero. My hero has 250 attack and 152 damage. Alright. He even has a lot of defensive initiative, so he's doing fine. Brigade system. I have 20% more defense. Yeah, that's the reason why we're back to normal defense at this point. Yeah, let's grab this. John Port the Shadow. Okay, we're actually gonna attack you guys. I think it's about time we attacked you. I don't care what happens in this city, but I feel like they're about to trap me, so I'm actually gonna move back. Yeah, I'm gonna move back here. I'm gonna attack them from there, but first we're gonna search the ruin. Yeah, so this is the main army, and yeah, we can easily kill them as they arrive. This should be fun. There we go. Alright, so we should be able to kill them one by one as they arrive through the reinforcements. In fact, I'm confident that we can kill this guy in the first turn to the point where, you know, we can easily move these guys to the front. And yeah, just watch the slaughter happen. Yeah, just all of you move to the front. Nothing bad's gonna happen, you know. Is there any more space for the rest of you? No. Alright. So I highly recommend that you focus on the guy in front for the time being. Yes, you too, and you too, all of you. The rest of you can do whatever you want. Ah, so that's a combat ability which will increase their attack. I think, yeah, this is the Ardent Mages combat ability. This is a magic spell that the Ardent Mages can cast. I've never actually tried it. I don't usually go for combat spells. When I play Ardent Mages, I usually like to go for the spells that, you know, the pillars. I mostly use the pillars. Alright. Alright, there are gonna be some reinforcements there. I'm just gonna launch. I'm just watching a movie. I don't feel like I'm actually, playing with full strength here. Just still need a few more reinforcements, I believe. Yes. More of these guys. Just launch. This will save us the time and effort necessary to kill all their units. This way I don't have to chase after their armies or stuff like that. They just kill all of their armies in one fell swoop. I can't even believe that I'm playing on serious difficulty. I was thinking, maybe the AI will gain combat bonuses or stuff like that. They don't actually gain any combat bonuses. Alright, so we killed everyone. And I think now we can assault the city. Yeah, it has 0 defenders, so that's convenient. Can we attack now, or should we just siege? Yeah, let's siege. Why not? We can't even attack because we don't have any more action points. We should be able to attack next turn. And what do you know? There's the city is the other city is right next door. I think that's gonna be the last city. Yeah. I might actually keep Merbond because because Merbond is a very high level city. It has like 11 population, so it appears to be a very well built city. It doesn't appear to be the capital. I think that was the one I captured earlier. I think that was the capital, Shorel. All right. Then we're gonna go for Hellcrest next. What am I gonna do with this guy? This settler. I think I want to move him all the way to the north and hopefully settle the region of Mathanir. Yeah. So where do we want to settle him? Let's see here. We want a place with a few anomalies and some rivers and forests. I think the most balanced region overall is right here. Yeah, let's go for this area. Ooh, he came across an enemy for some reason. Where the hell is that enemy? Oh dear. Oh, so they can't go down the... yeah, just go down this way. I thought that the red line indicates that they came across an enemy blocking their path. But yeah, it looks like there's no enemy. The mapping just defaulted over the cliffs here, and the cliffs don't work. So they can just go down through the water. Through the beach. So if you look closely at the ocean tiles, you can see here there are a coral reef. There's a coral reef down here. And sometimes there's like drift ice and stuff like that. I think at some point, if they're going to make oceanic terrain, in case they want to add some oceanic factions, aquatic factions that can build their cities in the oceans. So the coral reef will probably function like a some sort of forest. Yeah, they function like a forest on the water. They could add stuff like kelp forests, perhaps. Yeah, that might be useful. Do we have any units here? No, we don't have any units. Okay, I'm just gonna end the turn then. In fact, on the forums we have been discussing the possibility for having an aquatic faction that uses a variety of forest types, just like Overland. Like Overland here we have Taiga, we have Temperate Forest, we have Enchanted Forest, and they all provide different bonuses. Shorel. Nutrition chemistry is complete. Yeah, we're completing these resources faster than we can actually build them. Oosh, okay. This is a district here, and we're gonna build a city. I think we should build a cargo dock over here. Then we're gonna rush it. And we're gonna rush this too, even though we don't need to. It's only gonna take like 3 turns. Okay, since we have access to actual sea tiles, we might as well build this. Followed by the caravanserai. Actually, we don't need a caravanserai per se. We might as well build the production line. Yeah. And we are going to gain 2 more citizens in the next turn. Yeah, this is not gonna affect them. We have a lot of food income, so we need more industry. Yeah, we desperately need more industry. We're playing Wild Walkers, and for some reason the industry is not as high as I want it to be. Let's get more science, and yeah, because it looks like we are going to go for the science victory after all. That's what it looks like. And we're going to activate everything we have. Yes, emeralds, gold, everything. Everything except the dye, because we don't have enough. Is there anything else we can activate? Yes, we can activate the moon leaf, even though we don't really need it. Yeah, let's go for the quicksilver. A little extra experience should be nice. Alright, you guys are gonna go again. I will send you over to Mathineer. We want to complete that weird quest we got earlier. There you go. Shimnor is currently not building anything. Do we want to salt the earth in this city or not? Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of population. Doesn't have a lot of population either, or even improvements. So I'm thinking, yeah, we just leave the city and do whatever it wants. We don't really need it. All right, we're gonna attack the city for now. There we go. Okay, so I think they have. Ooh, they still have 2 more regions. Yeah, these guys never give up. They have a lot. They have a lot of cities, surprisingly. We're just gonna move down there, and we're gonna take care of the city as well. And we're gonna siege it. Okay, this city has more defense points than average. So why is that? And finally, this is the first city with well-developed, well-placed districts. I think the AI took, the AI appears to have worked this time around. And we have an anomaly there. I'm gonna try to access that anomaly. All right, let's grab some more food. A little bit more food, please. Yes. A little bit more balanced worker distribution. Yes. We can purchase a registry. We'll be fine. The Empire Mint. They have to build the Empire Mint? Seriously? Their flow factory would be nice. Do they have any actual forests here? They have a few forests. Yeah, they have like... there's literally only 2 forests here, so the lumber mill is not going to be very effective. Yeah, we're going to ignore the lumber mill, but we are going to rush the apprenticeship registry. And yeah, this should be okay for now. Could build a cargo dock, I suppose. Yeah, let's build a cargo dock. Why not? Alright, dust water is amazing. It's gonna give us a bunch of dust income. We're gonna build a borough right there. Can we rush this? Nah, it's too expensive. Alright, yeah, so they have a lot of cities with high population. It's I think I'm gonna keep their cities. Ooh, something bad happened. I think one of the units had. You already possess. All right, you already possess 50% of the colonized regions. Okay, so 50%. It means how many cities do we have right now? We have Maribond. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, let's count. I want to count the actual cities, the number of cities we have, because double that number is the required number of cities for an expansion victory, I think. Yeah. This is the city list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we currently have 16 cities, and 16 is approximately 50% of the required number of regions under our control in order to achieve an expansion victory. So we need to control 32 cities in order to achieve an expansion victory. Is that possible? Can we do that? I don't think so. I'm not very confident. I mean, it's going to take a lot of approval bonuses, a lot of you know, luxury resources and stuff like that. I would much rather just conquer the capitals and you know, raise the cities that I don't need. But at the same time, there are lots of cool cities here. I mean, we have Rayclast, it has a high population and stuff like that, so we might actually keep them for the time being. Ishimor is still getting a population, oddly enough. Or you guys just keep moving. I hope they don't come across one of these. Yeah, there are like Haunt and some, I believe, Erisis units here. These vine snakes, whatever they are. Yeah, they might actually attack my settlers. But I don't care really. I can easily make more settlers. So we're just gonna end the turn. One of the AI factions has been destroyed. Which one is it? The Empire of Bryce has been defeated. It only lives in the the cultists have been destroyed. I think the red faction is the only faction remaining. I believe. Yeah, it's gonna be me, the red guys, and the Ardent Mages. Yeah, these are the only people remaining in the game right now. In fact, I think the red faction has destroyed more cities than I have. Yeah, they have probably captured more AI capitals than I did, which means I think they should be the ones to achieve supremacy victory, oddly enough. Okay, yeah, I think we probably are gonna lose this game if that's the case. If they have destroyed more capitals than I have, then yeah, they should be able, they're probably already won. And if they already won, then we have no chance in hell of beating this game. Okay, so there's a settler here for some. Yeah, just keep moving. Yeah, so the Wild Walkers are currently the most powerful faction in the game, and yeah, this is kind of scary. I mean, they're winning the game at turn 155. Like seriously, for God's sake. Yeah, this game needs a little bit of balancing, I feel like. All right, what do you want to build? I feel like it's pointless. I mean, we already lost the game. What's gonna happen? I mean, what could we possibly gain from playing further? Okay, we're gonna build on top of the Mythrite for no particular reason. Yes, let's build on top of the Mythrite. And we're not even gonna rush this. The National Museum. Yeah, let's go for the National Museum. Why not? Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff we can build actually. But yeah, let's go for the production line and yeah, the automated thing, whatever. This city desperately needs more industry, so we're gonna rush this. Yeah, so we have plenty of dust, which means we can rush a lot of stuff. We're gonna rush a few things here as well. Production and the automated. So we can finally connect this anomaly to our empire. Doesn't take too long to actually complete that. We're just gonna rush this, and the rest is up to the city itself. Alright, this city has quite a lot of production, actually, more industry than any other city we have. We're gonna build the Imperial funding. Yeah, we're gonna build everything. Alright, this city is gonna be fine. What do we have here? Mythrite deposit. I think one of my cities is not doing anything. Yeah, there it is. Neth is not building anything right now. And it's not even a level 2, which means we should build something. Where's the city center? Yes, there it is. So we're gonna build another district right on top of the right on top of the Black Earth. Alright. No more adamantium. So we're actually gonna try to acquire more adamantium somehow. Titan bones. I can't believe I actually neglected this. Titan bones. There we go. we're gonna liberate the lumber mill at this point because we are expanding towards forests, I suppose. Yeah, sure. There we go. Okay, I was a little bit on edge because I was suspecting that the red faction, the Wild Walkers, have actually won the game, so I just want to make sure. How many cities do they still need to control? Yes, the supremacy victory is not working because it only says that they are in control of 3 capitals. It says that yeah, we're all in control of 1 capital apparently. So it looks like the supremacy victory is not really working properly. Because if it was working properly, it means that we should have already lost the game. The Wild Walkers, they already controlled 4 capitals. Yeah, something's wrong here. We're just gonna attack for now. There's a Telsum Warlock. I think we could auto fight this. I'm just not in the mood of continuing this fight. Alright, we killed the hero as well. We had 15.9 experience. It's okay. And now we're gonna go for the last region. Okay, so it looks like this is the capital. I don't know. It has 2 trade routes. Maybe it has a caravanserai. Yeah, I think no, it doesn't. It actually doesn't have a caravanserai. All right, a mystery for the ages. So this city center has a lot of ocean tiles, which is kind of cool. I think I'm gonna build the. I want the city to level up. So we're gonna build a borough right here. And we're gonna rush this, because why not? And apprenticeship registry is really good. Ooh, the city has a half decent amount of industry, I suppose. Yeah, it has a lot of food too. Oddly enough, the values are not very high, but yeah, it's gonna take only 5 turns to get one more citizen. Okay, so what do we want to build here? We need to be a little bit more careful about what we build. Empire Mint. The AI doesn't like to build the Empire Mint for some reason, and it has not built the sea or lake thing. Maybe they don't have the research for it. Yeah, I think that's the case. Automated production. So I want to go for which? Yeah, let's go for let's go for this one. Has a lot better value. There we go. Alright, we're gonna put the cargo dock right here. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna build the cargo dock here. And we're gonna rush it. We're gonna gain a bunch of industry in the city right away. Alright, where are we gonna send you guys? Yeah, let's go for the next province. Right next door. I think we have a lot of minor factions under our control. We have Sisters of Mercy here. What do we have here? We have Ursies. I think they might be worth assimilation at this point. Yeah, let's see how many Ursies do we actually have. We still have a lot of Stilics, a lot of India. Urnas here. More Stilics. We have like 5 Stilic villages under our control right now. 3 Delvers. More Urices. A lot of Kazanji. Yeah, we have like 4 Kazanji under our control. That's just nice. Okay, so we have 5 Ursies villages under our control. It means we're gonna have to make a choice between the Delvers and the Ursies. I feel like we don't need a lot of dust because we're not even playing tall style anyway. So I think the Ursies are the better choice. Reduced building production cost, especially useful if we have a large number of cities, I suppose. I don't know, maybe you could remove the Stilics? I don't think we need the Stilics anymore. Yeah, we could easily remove the Stilics. I don't think we need them anymore. Yeah, let's move these guys. We don't need that much strategic resources anyway, so go for the Ursies right away. Yes, finally. So yeah, our strategic resource the production has dropped dramatically as a result of this decision. Yeah, it was 18 adamantium per turn, and it has dropped all the way down to 5.5. I'm not sure if that was the right decision. It looks like we might actually need this elixir after all. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to assimilate them again. I can't do anything about this. It's just the nature of the beast. That adamantium is actually necessary for some improvements, so we actually need a high income. We're gonna siege the city. Alright, you have almost arrived. There are no wandering armies, which is nice. I think we can build another Borough Street, but first we're gonna build a cargo dock down here, followed by the actual Borough Street. Excellent. Gonna buy another hero. Yes, we have Wild Walker heroes down there, 3 of them actually. In fact, I might even buy all 3. We have an industry boost here with a wasted skill point in Warrior. See this guy? He has another industry boost with 2 wasted skill points in Indiana Bones, which we absolutely don't need. Alright, this guy has an industry and a food boost. And only 1 wasted skill point. Yeah, this guy's probably going to be worth it because he has way too many bonuses as an individual. Oh, what the hell, I'm gonna buy this one as well, yeah. There we go. We have a lot of cities and we need more. We need more heroes. These are Wild Walker heroes, I believe, yes. Empty Belly. This guy will give us food bonuses, I think. Yeah, but he doesn't have any specific boosts. This guy has more wasted skill points, I'm not gonna get that. Yeah, most of these heroes have wasted skill points. So, where do we want to assign our new heroes? Giant has a hero, Johnport as well is living in that city. What about this one? Yeah, Tyrol is actually one of our largest cities, so we're actually gonna assign a hero right there. There we go. Two skill points right there. Apply. Even though we don't have a lot of forests in this region, but it should be fine. Yeah, we want to give him these powerful items. There we go. And then we move on to Nef, which is another one of our powerful cities. A little bit of micromanagement, but it's fine. I'm actually enjoying it. He has 2 skill points as well, so we'll give him these 2. It's gonna take him a while to arrive at the cold operator, but yeah, it should be fine. Do we need all that industry? I don't think we do. We should get a little bit more food, actually. Yeah, a little bit more food. Whoa, that's a lot of dust income, actually, so should be lovely. We're gonna gain Signal Corps the next turn. I don't think we need that much of a large army, but regardless, it should be effective. So we've built a cargo port there, and we're gonna build a Borough Street the next few turns. We're actually gonna rush this. Alright, let's build the Pro Factory because we have a lot of industry going. I'm gonna buy this because we have a lot of sea tiles. Very useful in the winter, in the summer I mean. We're gonna buy the Pro Factory. Alright, the Hyperium Extractor, since we finally have access to this thing. Merwan, I have neglected the city for a while, but no more. So I think this is the city center. Yes, it is. We're gonna build a portal right here. We're gonna rush it. Yeah, why not? We should build the National Museum. No big deal. Production line. And we're gonna rush this as well. You want to build the cargo docks? Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, we have finally connected the city with the rest of the continents. Tereth has nothing being built. There's a city center right there, so we want to improve that. We're going to build the bar right here. Okay. So how many turns have I been playing? I think we need to stop at this point. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna stop the game for now. I'm gonna continue in the next episode. I'm trying not to make these episodes a little bit shorter in order to improve quality. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and hopefully by that point we will completely wipe out the Ardent Mages, and we're gonna start attacking the Red faction. Yeah, hopefully in the next episode. See you guys next time.